Europe. A continent that once symbolized unparalleled progress and unity now finds itself at a crossroads. For centuries, its cobblestone streets, majestic landmarks, and vibrant cultures have captivated travelers from all corners of the globe. But behind the picturesque facades and timeless charm lies a growing storm of challenges that threaten to reshape the very essence of this beloved destination. In just a decade, the cracks have become harder to ignore. Housing costs are spiraling out of control, populations are aging faster than ever, and economic growth seems to have hit a wall. Add to this a dramatic surge in immigration-related tensions and political turmoil, and the picture becomes even more complicated. These aren't just numbers or headlines, they're realities that shape the lives of millions and redefine the stories we tell about Europe. What does this mean for those of us who dream of strolling through Parisian streets, savoring gelato under the Tuscan sun, or losing ourselves in the magic of Amsterdam's canals? As the fabric of these iconic destinations changes, so too does their allure. Today, we'll delve into the top 10 fastest collapsing European countries to uncover the surprising reasons behind their struggles. What's happening here isn't just about politics or economics, it's about identity, legacy, and the future of travel. Leave a comment if you've visited any of these countries. Your perspective matters as we navigate this together. Number 10, Ireland. Ireland, renowned for its lush green landscapes, deep-rooted history, and warm-hearted locals, is grappling with a crisis that's impossible to overlook. While it remains a dream destination for travelers, the nation's escalating housing crisis has reached alarming levels. In 2023, data from the Department of Housing, Local Government, and Heritage revealed that rents in Dublin have soared to historic highs, with a nationwide surge exceeding 14%. From the vibrant streets of Galway to the charming city of Cork, securing an affordable home has become a near impossible challenge. This crisis has hit young professionals especially hard, as many find themselves trapped in a relentless search for accommodations that won't break their budget. The financial strain isn't the only consequence, it's driving stress levels higher and prompting an increasing number of people to emigrate, seeking more stable housing markets abroad. Despite government efforts to introduce new housing policies, progress has been slow, leaving many to question if Ireland's housing woes can ever be resolved. Ireland's growing diversity is shaping a new chapter in the nation's story, bringing both exciting opportunities and significant challenges. Today, around 12% of the population consists of foreign nationals, adding vibrant threads to the country's cultural tapestry. However, this influx also highlights the need for enhanced integration strategies. In regions with high immigration rates, public services are under increasing pressure, sparking critical conversations about how to allocate resources effectively while fostering unity. How can Ireland embrace the richness of cultural diversity without compromising social cohesion? It's a complex question that continues to shape national discourse. Healthcare stands as another pressing issue. Despite advancements, Ireland's health system is feeling the strain. Overcrowded emergency departments and rising waiting times for surgeries are significant concerns. By 2023, the average wait for elective procedures had reached nearly 200 days, one of the longest delays in Europe. Frustrated by delays, some Irish citizens are seeking faster care abroad, intensifying the burden on an already overstretched system. Many describe this growing crisis as a ticking time bomb as Ireland balances its reputation as a welcoming and hospitable destination. The state of its healthcare raises questions for locals and visitors alike. Could these systemic challenges impact the experience of those exploring this historically warm and vibrant nation? Number 9. The Netherlands. The Netherlands often conjures up images of storybook landscapes, quaint canals winding through historic cities, vibrant tulip fields stretching to the horizon, and the iconic silhouettes of windmills. But what lies beneath this postcard-perfect exterior? Beneath the charm and allure, the Netherlands is grappling with a growing set of challenges that threaten to disrupt its idyllic image. One of the most pressing issues is the severe housing crisis. With a shortage of nearly 315,000 homes, the struggle to find adequate living spaces has turned into a modern-day Dutch dilemma. Picture a country with limited land and a growing population. It's like trying to rearrange puzzle pieces in a game where the board keeps shrinking. Cities like Amsterdam have been hit the hardest, with housing prices soaring nearly 20% in recent years. For many, owning a home in the capital feels like an unattainable dream. Young families are being pushed to the outskirts, trading vibrant city life for lengthy commutes, leaving behind a widening gap between urban centers and their surrounding areas. But the housing crisis isn't the only challenge. Immigration is reshaping the country, bringing diversity to its cities, but also sparking debates on integration, social services, and identity. Nearly 27% of the Dutch population now has a migration background, a figure that underscores the complexity of balancing inclusion with resources. As cities become cultural melting pots, questions linger. How will the Dutch navigate these changes without losing the harmony that has long been their hallmark? So, as you stroll along Amsterdam's canals or marvel at the beauty of the tulip fields, think about the complexities beneath the surface. How does a country so admired for its balance confront these mounting pressures? What do you think? Could the charm of the Netherlands withstand these storms? Share your thoughts below. Number 8. Germany. Germany, a nation celebrated for its precision engineering, robust economy, and forward-thinking innovations, now finds itself grappling with unforeseen challenges that few could have predicted. Once the undeniable powerhouse of Europe, it seems the engine of this economic titan is sputtering under the weight of its own ambitions. A pivotal issue lies in the country's energy policies. Germany's commitment to renewable energy has been widely praised as visionary, but the transition hasn't been without its costs. Energy prices have surged dramatically, climbing a staggering 30% in just a few years, according to the German Federal Ministry for Economic Affairs. For a nation renowned for efficiency, this energy crisis feels like a glaring misstep, with industries, businesses, and households alike struggling to adapt. What's more, these rising costs are reshaping the social fabric of Germany. Discontent among citizens is palpable, with many voicing frustration over mounting energy bills and the government's inability to deliver viable solutions. Efforts to offset the crisis through subsidies have so far fallen short, leaving both the economy and public morale at a crossroads. Could Germany overcome these obstacles and reclaim its title as Europe's unwavering leader? Let's dive deeper into the story. Germany stands at a fascinating crossroads, a country renowned for its engineering marvels, cultural heritage, and economic might. Yet beneath the surface of this success story lies a quieter narrative, one of an aging population and a workforce under pressure. Over 21% of Germans are now over the age of 65, and with birth rates stubbornly low, the balance between retirees and workers grows increasingly precarious. Industries that have long defined Germany, automotive giants, chemical innovators, and engineering pioneers, face a future where finding skilled talent may become their greatest challenge. Immigration has offered some relief, bringing fresh perspectives and labor, but it has also highlighted gaps in integration efforts. The question remains, can Germany adapt quickly enough to maintain its edge in global innovation, or is this the beginning of a seismic shift in its trajectory? Drop a 2 if you're curious to see how this story unfolds. Number 7. Belgium. Belgium, a land of storybook towns, golden waffles, and a beer culture so revered it's practically a religion. Beneath its charming cobblestone streets and postcard-perfect canals, however, lies a nation grappling with divisions that cut deep. For all its outward beauty and celebrated indulgences, Belgium stands as a country divided, linguistically, politically, and socially. At the heart of this divide is a rift between Dutch-speaking Flanders in the north and French-speaking Wallonia in the south. This cultural and linguistic fault line has created a political system that feels more like a never-ending tug of war than a cohesive government. Deadlocks are common, and many Belgians joke that their government is more famous for taking extended breaks than passing meaningful reforms. Economically, the picture isn't much brighter. Flanders enjoys prosperity with low unemployment and robust industries, while Wallonia struggles with joblessness and economic stagnation. This disparity fuels resentment and complicates efforts to maintain Belgium's social welfare system, which is already strained by public debt that surpasses 100% of GDP. And then there's the question of identity. Nearly 1 in 5 Belgian residents is foreign-born, making it one of Europe's most diverse nations. While this brings cultural vibrancy, it also sparks tensions in cities where resources are stretched and integration policies often falter. Belgium is a country of contrasts, one that begs the question, can it find unity in its diversity, or will these divisions continue to deepen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think the future holds for Belgium? Number 6. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom, a place where ancient castles whisper tales of old, cobblestone streets carry the echoes of history, and afternoon tea feels like a warm embrace. Yet, beneath its timeless charm lies a nation grappling with challenges that even its famed resilience struggles to weather. Inflation has soared to heights unseen in 40 years, leaving the average Briton pinching pennies as the cost of living spirals out of control. Imagine a nation where over half the population now cuts back on essentials, food, heating, even medicine, just to make it through the month. This stark reality forces us to ask, is the UK's unshakable spirit still alive, or is the weight of modern crises too much to bear? Brexit, once heralded as a new dawn of sovereignty, has brought its own share of clouds. Trade disruptions, labor shortages, and political instability have turned promises into problems. At the same time, tensions between regions like Scotland and Northern Ireland are raising difficult questions about the unity of the kingdom itself. The streets of Edinburgh and Belfast hum with debates over identity and autonomy, highlighting cracks in a union that has stood for centuries. And yet, the UK endures. Visitors still flock to its iconic landmarks, Big Ben standing tall against the London skyline, the Scottish Highlands rolling in misty splendor, and the ancient halls of Oxford brimming with intellectual energy. So, what about you? Does the UK's charm outweigh its struggles? Drop a 2 in the comments if you still dream of strolling along the Thames or losing yourself in the magic of a British adventure. Number 5. France. France, a country that has long captured the world's imagination with its romantic allure, timeless art, and world-class cuisine, finds itself at a crossroads. Beneath the postcard-perfect streets of Paris and the sun-drenched vineyards of Provence, deeper challenges are reshaping the nation's identity. France today is not just the land of Eiffel Tower views and freshly baked croissants, it is a society grappling with change, unrest, and the weight of history. The streets that once echoed with celebratory cheers during Bastille Day now carry the chants of protesters. Movements like the Yellow Vests have become symbols of a nation pushing back against rising living costs and systemic inequality. For many, Especially the younger generation, opportunities seem increasingly out of reach. Imagine being part of a generation where nearly 20% of youth face unemployment, stifled by a rigid labor market that seems designed to keep them out. The challenges don't end there. France's aging population and a strained pension system have sparked debates and demonstrations. Meanwhile, in its vibrant cities like Paris and Marseille, the promise of diversity often clashes with the reality of integration struggles. These tensions sometimes bubble over, revealing fault lines in a society striving for equality. But France is nothing if not resilient. It is a nation of reinvention, where every crisis has historically sparked new beginnings. As travelers, we must ask ourselves, can the magic of France, its culture, and its enduring spirit still shine through these challenges? What do you think? Can a country so deeply layered in history and passion find a way to adapt and thrive? Number 4. Portugal. Portugal, a nation that once commanded the seas and carved its name into history as a beacon of exploration, now finds itself navigating uncharted waters of a different kind. This time, the voyage is not across oceans, but through the complex currents of economic and social challenges that threaten its resilience. For a country that brought the world treasures of discovery and culture, the question lingers, can it discover a way forward in the face of modern adversity? The burden of high public debt, soaring to a staggering 120% of GDP, casts a long shadow over the nation's progress. It's a figure that not only restricts investment in vital areas like education, innovation, and healthcare, but also leaves Portugal vulnerable to economic storms beyond its control. For many Portuguese citizens, the pinch is felt most in their wallets, as wages remain stubbornly stagnant. This has led to a growing exodus of talented individuals seeking better opportunities abroad, draining the country of its brightest minds and leaving behind gaps that are difficult to fill. The demographic realities only deepen the complexity. With nearly a quarter of the population aged 65 and older, the balance between working-age citizens and retirees is tilting precariously. Social systems, already underfunded and stretched thin, face mounting pressure, especially in healthcare. Hospitals struggle to keep pace with the needs of an aging population, forcing tough questions about sustainability. Yet, amidst these challenges, there is still hope. This is Portugal, after all, a country with a legacy of resilience and reinvention. The road ahead may be steep, but the Portuguese spirit has weathered far greater tempests before. What do you think? Can this nation of explorers chart a course to brighter horizons? Comment 5 if you believe in Portugal's comeback. Number 3. Sweden. There's a nation nestled in the heart of Scandinavia that has long been admired as a beacon of progress, equality, and breathtaking natural landscapes. Sweden, the land of endless forests, shimmering lakes, and midnight sun, is often regarded as a model society, where innovation meets compassion and quality of life stands as a global benchmark. But beneath the surface of this polished image lies a country grappling with profound challenges that could reshape its identity. Sweden's openness to immigration has been a hallmark of its progressive policies. Today, nearly 1 in 5 residents is foreign-born, a testament to the country's commitment to providing refuge and opportunity. Yet the road to integration has proven to be anything but smooth. For many immigrants, mastering the Swedish language and navigating its specialized labor market is a formidable hurdle. The result? Unemployment rates among foreign-born residents are almost double those of native Swedes, creating a stark divide in a society that prides itself on equality. Housing is another growing concern. Cities like Stockholm and Malmö are facing a dire housing shortage, with affordable options becoming increasingly scarce. Young Swedes are delaying milestones like starting families or purchasing homes as rental prices soar and the dream of homeownership drifts further out of reach. The ripple effects of this housing crisis touch nearly every aspect of life, exacerbating a demographic imbalance that could reshape Sweden's future. Adding to these challenges is an unexpected surge in gang-related violence, a phenomenon at odds with Sweden's reputation as one of the world's safest countries. These incidents, often concentrated in urban areas, have sparked nationwide debates about security, social cohesion, and the resilience of Sweden's cherished welfare model. What lies ahead for this iconic nation? Comment 3 if you believe Sweden can overcome these hurdles while holding on to the values that make it so unique. Let us know your thoughts below. Number 2. Italy. Italy, a land of timeless beauty, where every corner feels like stepping into a masterpiece.
From the rolling hills of Tuscany to the ancient streets of Rome, it's a country that captures the heart and lingers in the soul. Yet, beneath the surface of postcard-perfect landscapes and world-renowned art, Italy grapples with challenges that could shape its future in unexpected ways. Over the past decade, economic stagnation has cast a shadow on the nation's charm. With an average GDP growth of barely 1% since 2010 and a towering national debt of 145% of GDP, Italy faces financial hurdles that threaten its long-term stability. These economic pressures are compounded by an aging population. Over 23% of Italians are 65 or older, straining pensions and healthcare services while leaving younger generations struggling to find stable, well-paying jobs. This imbalance has created a delicate situation where the youth, grappling with high unemployment rates, are unable to sustain the growing demands of an aging society. Meanwhile, record low birth rates further diminish the workforce, casting doubt on how the country will maintain its legacy of cultural and economic influence. Even Italy's famed healthcare system is marked by regional disparities. The north boasts advanced medical facilities, while southern regions like Calabria and Sicily lag behind, forcing many to travel north for quality care. These divides highlight deeper systemic issues, posing challenges not just to residents, but also to Italy's global reputation as a haven for travelers. But despite it all, Italy's allure remains magnetic. The Colosseum, the Vatican, the canals of Venice, they call to us like a dream. Would these realities deter you, or does the beauty and history outweigh the challenges? Share your thoughts below. Would you still make the trip? Number 1. Greece. In the cradle of Western civilization, where ancient ruins whisper stories of gods and heroes, a modern struggle unfolds. Greece, a land celebrated for its sun-soaked islands and timeless beauty, has faced a series of trials that seem almost mythic in scale. Once the birthplace of democracy and philosophy, the nation now wrestles with the weight of economic turmoil and social challenges that threaten its future. The financial crisis that struck in 2008 left Greece reeling, its public debt skyrocketing to a staggering 177% of GDP, the highest in the European Union. Even with international bailouts and tough austerity measures, recovery remains an uphill battle. Unemployment, though reduced from its peak, still hovers around 12%, with youth unemployment a heart-wrenching 30%. For many young Greeks, opportunity lies beyond the country's borders, leading to a brain drain that depletes the very sectors needed for revival. Imagine the heartbreak of a nation watching its brightest minds leave, taking with them the promise of innovation and renewal. The challenges don't end there. Greece's aging population poses a daunting economic strain. With pensions consuming nearly 17% of GDP and a healthcare system struggling to keep up, the country is under immense pressure to find sustainable solutions. Yet, amidst these hardships, Greece remains resilient, its spirit unbroken. The Parthenon still stands tall, the Aegean still sparkles under the Mediterranean sun, and the warmth of its people continues to captivate millions of visitors each year. What does Greece's future hold? Can this nation steeped in history and resilience rise above its modern trials to shine once more? Share your thoughts below. Do you see a Greece reborn, or does its journey feel like a Sisyphean struggle? Conclusion. And there you have it, the top 10 fastest collapsing European countries, from economic powerhouses to cultural hubs. It's evident that even the most celebrated nations can face daunting challenges. But remember, with every challenge comes an opportunity for resilience and growth. Who knows, in a few years, some of these countries might be making an incredible comeback that defies all expectations. If you enjoyed this in-depth exploration of Europe's struggles, don't forget to like this video, comment below, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update on our Travel documentary series. We want to hear from you. Which country's struggles surprised you the most? And would you still be eager to visit despite the challenges? Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.